Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I wanted to give you a quick demo for my update to the image-to-image stable diffusion pipeline. So last time I did the update for the text-to-image UI and received lots of comments and feedbacks. Thank you very much. Yeah, so that's my goal is to help everyone, especially AMD GPU owners, that they can use stable diffusion to generate art, to do lots of customization, use different models. Yeah, I hope we can be there sooner than later. All right, so yeah, so today similar to last time, I will give you a quick demo for it. So let's get started. So we would like to firstly activate the Conda environment. Yeah, our CD to there. All right. Yeah, within here, as you can see, similar to last time, so the structure is basically the same. So you will need to make sure there's a directory called model, like along with the script. So this time I'm calling it v2 because previously I did a v1 version. So, and yeah, so that's basically it. So then you will need to run it. Python and web. Okay, so yeah, I will open some monitoring dashboard so you can see some of the performance. So yeah, so on the left panel, it's the GPU. On the right side, it's the CPU. And the RAM here. So yeah, I will also open the system monitor here. All right. And we can start the execution here. Okay, press enter. Yeah, so as you can see, there are some memory loading here. And we successfully opened the web page. So here, so it's very similar to the last time, the text to image web UI version 2. So at the beginning, you can choose the different model you want to use. So like you will need to make sure they are available within your directory. So, and next you will need to enter some prompt and some negative prompt. They are both useful if you want to fine tune your image. And then there's one important part. It's the input image. This will allow you to select image. You can also drag and drop image here. So next, there will be a seed, so you can repeat your previous work using a chosen seed. And then there are scheduler. There's like different scheduler that you can choose from. There's one of them called a DDIM that you can also select the ETA here. others you will not need to do that. Alright, that's also the steps here. So you can usually around the 30 to 50 will be good enough. The next one is the guidance. So the higher number will means more like restricted to your prompt, to your input. And then if it's lower number, it means that the stable diffusion can able to do some freedom. They have some freedom to do things by themselves, so not so strictly following your instruction. So usually we want we want the stable diffusion to follow our instruction. So we will usually put at least 7, 8, or 11, 12. Alright, so next part it will be height and width. So usually your input image already have a height and width, but if you want to make some adjustment for the output, you will make sure the ratio stays the same. For example, right? If the width to height is 1 to 2, and then you would usually choose a similar ratio, so it can stay basically the same. Alright, and the next one, there will be a denoise strength. So if we want to denoise, so we will choose a higher number. And the last one is similar to last time, it's the batch size. So the options are 1, 2, 3, 4. But as I mentioned last time, at least for me, if I choose 3 or 4, I may get a out of memory error. So, and also it's quite slow. So I recommend to use 1. I think in future, I will spend some time to try to optimize them. So, but for now, I think you can try depending on your hardware. Alright, so today I want to also do a quick demo. So I will turn one of the input image into another styled image. So we will see alright, so let's drag and drop one of the image to here. Alright, and I will enter the prompt in right here. So and the negative prompt. For the model, I will choose the novel AI model here. Yeah, I will choose the WIFE standard diffusion. Yeah, for the seed, I will use this one because I did several experimentation and I found that this seed is most accurate. So for the demo purpose, I will also use this one. So for the next one, for the steps, I will use around 40. And for the guidance, I will use 12. For the height and the width, so as you can see the image here, so it's short in width. So I will put the width here and probably here. Yeah, I will use a smaller size image. Alright, for the denoise, default value, batch size, also I will use 1. Alright, so yeah, just to make sure everything looks good, and the model scheduler is OLA A. Alright, we can press the submit button once everything looks good. Yeah, we will look at it. Yeah, alright, we can see the VRAM usage has increased dramatically. Similarly, the system RAM and the GPU utilization almost 90%. Wow, we can see that it's pretty quick. We took about 12 seconds to here, and yeah, we can see that majority of the elements from the original image has been maintained. For example, the sand, the beach, the ocean. There's a little bit of sunshine here. We can see the black hair. So yeah, I think still it will need like to be some fine tuning in order to make it more like closely to the original image. But yeah, as we can see that so you can do lots of experiments here. So I think it's like a stable diffusion like really enabled us to like to be creative. So and I think yeah, that's great. So all right, let's do another one maybe. So let's use another model here. Yeah, and one additional thing I wanted to point out, if you're looking at the file name for the image, you can see the after the underscore there's a number. So this one is the seed. So if you want to like repeat your work, so you will like you may want to copy this seed. So for example, I will copy here to here, so it will be like repeated. All right, so I will just quickly download it, and I will use another model, and this time I will increase the steps to 50, and we will like do a comparison with the first round here. Okay, so let's and this time I would like to increase the height and width, so to a little bigger, and the image size will determine the like running speed. So usually the larger the size, the longer you will need to take to generate it. So we can press submit, and we can monitor the hardware performance here. Yeah, and this is the terminal. It shows the progress bar. Okay, yeah, I think it looks better than last time, right? So one thing is the bag here. I think it's very close to the original image, although the details still need to be modified, but I think it's better than the first time. So and the the pose is also very similar to the original image. So I think that's really wonderful, right? Okay, yeah, so yeah, I think that's it for today, and I will put the download link, like similar to last time, to the description. Please feel free to give it a try, and also next time I will probably do a detailed tutorial about like how to create the prompt, how to do prompt engineering. So I feel that's a technique that can be learned. So yeah, I hope you enjoy today's video. If you want to learn more, please subscribe. Yeah, thank you very much. Bye bye.